Hi there, as I mentioned before, I'll be giving you guys a closer look at the three types of civilization. This is actually a scale.
Wait. Before we even start, why the hell would I care about alien when I have my own life to worry about?
I hate to burst your bubble, but our size is basically non-existent when comparing to the rest of the universe. And we are also probably alone. So yeah, being tiny and alone isn't something comfortable. Now, may I move on to my main point? Back to the point. This scale was created in order to measure the development of a civilization using their energy consumption level as a measurement unit. It was first introduced in 1964 by a Soviet astronomer named Nikolai Kardashev, and he has listed the three types as follow: Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3. We'll have a look at Type 1 first. This is a civilization which can use and store all of the energy which reaches its planet from its home star. These includes direct sources such as light and radiation, while also including indirect sources such as wind, water flow, and the most common of them all, fossil fuels. There are other methods of harnessing energy that doesn't involve the sun, such as nuclear reaction. These methods allow us to turn mass into energy, and as we all know, they are extremely powerful. However, these methods alone still aren't enough for us to reach the Type 1 energy consumption threshold of 7 times 10 to the power of 17 watts. If we can channel all of that power into an athlete, it would allow him to run at 9 times the speed of light, billion times the speed of light, demolishing all laws of physics. The world's current energy consumption level is 4 times 10 to the power of 12 watts, 100,000 times lower than the Type 1 threshold. This places us at the Type 0.7 mark. So we are pretty close, but we are still not there yet. In order to reach the Type 1 mark, we must look at the reaction that powers the star, nuclear fusion, not to be confused with nuclear fission, which is what we are currently using. They are opposite reaction, but nuclear fusion is 10 times better. If we could master this reaction, it should elevate us to Type 1 within 1 to 2 centuries. That's about it for Type 1. Now let us move on to Type 2 civilization. With the energy consumption level of 4 times 10 to the power of 26 watts, a civilization would need the full power of their home star to reach the Type 2 mark.
But aren't we already harnessing the power of the sun with solar panels?
Couldn't you hear the word full, you fool? Hey, nice pun. I do think so myself. Yeah, shut up. Even if for some reason all of the world's best engineers were able to create a type of solar panels with 100% efficiency, which is physically impossible, then cover the entire Earth with it. And even with all that, we would still only get a fraction of the sun's total energy output, 1/24,000th to be more specific.
So, how do we exploit the full power of the sun?
Well, we just need to capture it with a giant sphere that has the diameter of 150 million kilometers, slightly larger than the distance between the Earth and the Sun. This insane megastructure is known as the Dyson Sphere, named after Dyson Freeman, a physicist who popularized the term in 1960. This structure would allow civilization to harness all, if not most, of their home star energy output. For our sun, that is 384.6 times 10 to the power of 26 watts. My god, that only took me like 30 tries. So technically, we would not need the full power of the sun to achieve this mark, but we would still need something along the line of the Dyson Sphere. Anyway, sorry about that. That was totally in the script and was totally not a research mistake. Anyway, let us move on to Type 3. And finally, Type 3 civilization, the most advanced of them all, the top of the pyramid, the final branch of evolution, the king. For relevancy purposes, this video will only be focusing on the first 3 types, and I am quite tired with all of these recordings. Anyway, back to the video. So remember how Type 2 civilization harnessed the full power of one star? Well then a Type 3 civilization harnessed the full power of multiple stars. And when I say multiple, I mean 100 million freaking stars. And that's why a Type 3 civilization has an extra 11 zeros to its energy consumption level.
Hey, capturing a star sounds ludicrous enough. Now you want to capture the entire galaxy? How many alien must it take to do that?
This part is gonna be hard to explain, but I'll try to simplify it. So basically, we send immortal robots to other star systems, let them gather the needed resource, multiply, terraform planets, and spread to nearby star systems so they can repeat the process all over again. In a way, it's kinda like a spreading disease. I know it's a horrible comparison, but it's easy to imagine. It is estimated that it would take 3.75 million years for these robots to fully conquer the entire galaxy, which is quite fast considering our sun takes 5 billion years to die out. So yeah, achieving such an incredible feat would require a lot of talented individuals, daring minds and crazy ideas, but most of the work would be left for our immortal pioneers. There's still a lot more to this topic, but that should give you a general idea. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And finally, thanks for watching.